Hey guys, welcome. I have had a very, very long, pretty chaotic day. So I decided that I needed to escape from reality and read a little bit. But I have not been able to focus on reading by my own or on my own by myself. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So I decided to come on here and have you guys help me read by holding me accountable and doing some reading sprints. So um, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So if you are in the chat, let me know what you are planning to read, what is on your list. I am going to be finishing I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com. This is by Kimberly Lemming. I'm having a really great time with this. I think I have just about 100 pages left. In fact, I have 99 pages left, very specifically. So I'm excited to get this rocking and rolling. I'm really enjoying this as a new series concept. I doubt I'm going to finish this and start something else with it being only 100 pages. But I do have Kat Rambo's Devil's Gun that I also would love to be able to finish before the end of the month. But I also know that that's pretty improbable. So, but it's here. It's here as an emotional support book. This is book 2 in the Disco Space Opera series. So that's kind of my reading plan. For those who do not know about I Got Abducted by Aliens, I do love how it works out in my subheader on StreamYard, but this is a poly alien romance where a African wildlife biologist intern gets abducted by aliens at the point in time where she is about to die while getting attacked by a lion. And then hilarity and sexy hijinks ensue. The lion, who she names Toto, is my favorite character. And if that sounds fun, I recommend it highly. I haven't finished it, but I'm still recommending it because I am having a good time with my monster romance. Because if you know me, you know I love a monster romance. So, anyway, if you are here, tell me what you are reading, what you are thinking. Are you just vibing or are you reading with me today? Make sure everything's actually functioning. Because it's still just showing up as. Hold on one second. Oh, there's the game. Just making sure it's actually working. If you see the curtain going, it is the kitten. He's got the zoomies. He's feeling himself and attacking nothing. My house is not haunted. It's just a cat. But anyway, tell me, and there you can see the gremlin. Hello, how are you? I see that you are not going to be reading tonight, but I'm happy to be here in solidarity with you for motivation. I actually spent Tuesday night working on some writing for work until 12:30 at night. So I feel you. I am here for you, and we're going to get through it. Hello, Nadim. You are reading Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. How are you liking it? That's the tennis one, right? Never read Taylor Jenkins Reid, but I know people really liked that one and The Seven Wives and Malibu Rising. Those are the 3 that I know from her, but I've not read them. I hope you're having a good time. And of course, the kitten has calmed himself now. He is done. He's done with the theatrics. But I hope you are having, you're enjoying Carrie Soto at least. But how has the week been going for you guys? Because we know my week has been pretty chaotic for so many reasons. But hopefully yours has been better. I'm just very tired, and I knew if I came home and didn't do this, I wasn't gonna read. I was just gonna go to bed, and that's sad. So here we are. I don't know how long I'm going to be sprinting for tonight, but I'll be here at least for for 2 sprints, possibly 3. So if I bail before midnight this time, my apologies. So much drama at work, can't even read. We're having an election today. So much drama at work, haven't been able to read, being impacted by the election that we had. Coming on sprints to be able to read something purely escapism me. Yay. America's on fire, essentially. But what are you going to try to read, or are you just here for comfort while watching election results? Which I fully understand, and I'm here to support you. You know, it's a scary time, not just here in my podunk neck of the woods, but all over the world. Also, I'm very confused to what StreamYard thinks my thumbnail is. I keep seeing this picture that's not me. It's very confusing, but just gonna watch The Parent Trap. Your current dilemma is deciding between Lindsay Lohan or the original. The original with Haley. What was her name? Haley. What was her name? I loved her. Can't remember her name. I mean, the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap is very good, but I loved the original Parent Trap. Hayley Mills. Hayley Mills. Why could I not remember that? I'm here for you, Jean. I'm here for you. Yeah. I love a Hayley Mills movie. That's my vote. Go like extra comfort. Go to the past. But yeah. What have you been reading, Jean? I thought of you because you have been reading um the Zodiac Academy books, right, Jean? Because I just found out that one of my closest friends, she'd been talking about this book series she picked up in Germany, and it's a magic school, and she hadn't heard anybody ever talk about it, so she figured it was just a German book or like a translated book. It turns out she's been reading Zodiac Academy, and she had no idea that people in the U.S. knew about it. So she brought the 8th book to her kid's basketball game, and a 20-something started freaking out about how she'd never seen anybody reading those books in public, and she wanted to be friends with my friend. It was really cute. Hi, sorry. All of that was to make sure that my little old lady could get to my lap. She wanted a lap moment. Yeah, you feeling snuggly? Thanks, Jane. I'll take a look. Hopefully it's the right one. Something hasn't glitched entirely. Couldn't remember her name either. Yeah, Hayley Mills. I can't even remember other things she's been in, but I remember watching a lot of Hayley Mills movies as a kid and liking her a lot. Okay. So what do we think? Where did my... Oh, there's where I put it. Hi, I'm Scatterbrained. I am so sorry. Okay, so it's right. It's just doing something funny on my end. I think StreamYard's being weird. Plus, this way, the person that I'm dreading when he has a contract with Elon. Yeah, Elon's just omnipresent right now, isn't he? Isn't he just? I'm sorry, Jane. Again, here for you. Here in solidarity We'll make it through this. These and other disasters. Rule by Jay Crownover. Not heard of this one at all. Not at all. Oh, there's the other cat. Halfway through 8.5, we'll probably finish 9, which is the final one within the next 2 months. Very fun. Yeah, my boss, I had no idea that she was reading Zodiac. She's boss / friend. Was reading Zodiac Academy, and that she made it all the way to the 8th one before I figured out what she was reading. I'm going to try to convince her to read this after I'm done with this. In fact, she and I are both having a very rough week professionally. So if I finish it tonight, I'm probably just bringing it to her in the office tomorrow. It's a fun little weekend treat. Weekend escapism. I've also been, I usually work from home, but I've been at the office quite a bit this week. So the cats are a little clingy right now. Look at the little nose. Hello, Catherine. I'm determined. We can do this. I've only got 100 pages left. How about you? Well, 99 pages. How many pages left, Catherine? Where are you? I want to know what part of the adventure you're at. The first sprint, you'll be cross-stitching while taking notes on an hour-long video I need to watch before you write a forum post. Why don't you just knock off a book? Dingus? Well, I think that sounds like a grand plan. You have a bill that's trying to revoke Elon's citizenship in Canada. Yes, I did. I did see that. Godspeed. It's going a little cray. 150 pages left. Okay. So I'm just a little bit ahead of you, but you can do this. We can do this. It's speed reading time. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. He's being a little chaotic. Okay. With him going a little hog wild, I think that it is time to start the first sprint. So what do we think about an hour? We could also do 45. Hello, how are you? Welcome. What are you reading tonight? We're about to get started with the first sprint, so it's perfect timing. So we're looking at either 45 or an hour. Catherine wants an hour. Let's do it. What does an hour look like from here? This one's already ready and available. So we're going to go with that one. Pirate's also saying an hour. I have a new rain video with my current background. It has less additional noises. It's more pure rain-y sounds. Just because I needed something for sprints that wasn't the herbology one, and I haven't had time to do a really in-depth one. But I was trying a different style of image layering on this one, so hopefully you like it. Anyway, off we go to our sprints. Sorry, guys. We were in an exciting chase scene, battle scene in my book, and I got distracted and I forgot to come back. So that means I'm having a good time at least. How did you guys do? How was your reading? How far did you get? It looks like I read about 47 pages, 46, 47 pages. I got abducted by aliens and now I'm trapped in a rom-com. So getting close to being finished. I did get a little distracted with snack and some more work drama. It's been a work drama filled day, week, month, or even year. But yeah, so tell me how you're doing. And Vanessa joined us. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Desi. I'm so glad that you're here. You are currently reading 1% of You by Michelle Gross, and you're 50% in, which is a lot of ways to say percent. But I hope you're enjoying it at the halfway mark. What are you thinking? Are you yay or nay? Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. How are you liking it? Joanna, what do you think? And you're going to be working on your your work, your homework. I completely understand. I hope you're getting it done. Making some progress. Finished editing your March TBR video. Yay! I need to set my March TBR, which reminds me, in the next sprint, Catherine, I'm gonna look at the stuff you sent me. Wahahaha. But I wanted to get into this, having a good time. Also, our big pink dinosaur homegirl features a lot more in the second half. I like her. I like her a lot. Also, Toto remains king. He's the best. This is Toto, the lion. He's the best character in the whole book. 0 pages read, Catherine. You got to finish it tonight, and you have 150 pages. Let's get on this. I believe in you, Catherine. Hello to Vanessa. Oh. Loving it so far. So, a 4.5 star. That's a great way to be at the halfway mark. I'm so excited for you. I mean, I was ready to recommend this bad boy at page 50 to anybody who would listen. So I hear you. Sometimes it just hits immediately. Hello. Oh yeah. Plotting. You need to, Catherine. Tonight. We can do it, Catherine. I have 53 pages left. I believe in you. I believe in you. Soul and Locke believe in you. Toto believes in you. And even the Tamagotchi believes in you, Catherine. You need to finish the book you're buddy reading. I love, by the way, that Vanessa, you believe that somehow Catherine has finished the book and left you behind. But you are both probably at a similar place in the book. So 65%. Vanessa, where are you in your book? In Stud, Muffin. In the percentages of Stud and Muffin. Because Catherine is at 65%. Can you beat her? Do you have the technology? I feel like you're I mean, last time we were on sprints, you said that you definitely had not finished. I think when we were on sprints together, you had you weren't halfway yet, and you didn't get a ton of reading done. So I know how busy you've been. and all of the exciting things that you're doing around the city. So I assume that if you haven't finished this book, you probably hadn't finished Stud Muffin. Because I think you were trying to read this one before the author event this week. That's my guess. That is my intuitive read on the scenario. Also, Steph from Coffee Over Apples was at the same author event you were at this week. You were ships passing in the night. Hope you're, I'm going to assume well. I think Jen's saying hope you're well. Sorry about that. Said the wrong name. Oh, are you talking to me? No, Catherine. Well, I'm chaotic. So if you are attempting to say hi to me in this, Jen, it's great energy. It's the energy that I'm putting out into the world right now, of chaos and gibberish and crossing streams. So I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. What are you reading? And I called out Catherine. 16%. Okay, so you're at least right in knowing that Catherine has far outstripped your pacing. So that's fair. She probably will finish before you, unless you get a jump on it. So you edited a video that I'm assuming you're about to post. Are you going to read or work on another video? Or are you going to leave us because you are an early bird in an early time zone? Curious minds would like more info. It was so much longer than expected. How long is the Stud Muffin book? The Stud Muffin book doesn't feel like it would be that long. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like it would be about as long as the Potato book. I don't know why. It's over 300 pages? A Stud Muffin book? Also, this is not the cover I would have expected from a book that is 20% stud, 80% muffin. I expected it to look more like one of those weird sentient object books. I knew that it was a male alien romance, but I don't think I was expecting this based off of that title. That's the first time I've looked at it. Probably gonna go to bed. I figured. I know you, Vanessa. I see you. I know you. Say hi to you. What's up, Vanessa? Type Catherine. I completely understand. Trust me, I understand. But hi, how are you? What are you reading? If you are reading, or if you're just hanging out, hi, welcome. Longer than expected at 323 pages. I thought it was gonna be like 150, but it's over 300. I thought it was gonna be like the Potato book. I thought it seemed like it was gonna be like 130 pages. Although I will say, I mean, you can tell because I sent you the first one physically. But the Small Town Monster Smut Haven Ever After series, they're all over 300 pages. I feel like, except for the novella. Need to finish the Potato book too. Honestly, Vanessa, you don't. You really don't need to finish that unless you just desperately want to. Yeah. Catherine and I agree. You don't need to finish the Potato book. But you should read March's pick with us for literature because it's Catherine's. So I'll actually read it. That's two. It's two books this year I'll read for literature. But they're both, one of them's a Catherine pick, and I always read the Catherine pick. And the other one was a monster romance. And it was really deeply amusing to watch my friends' confusion when they asked me what that was I was reading on Goodreads. And I had to explain to them that Samwise Gamgee was a potato shifter and he could have babies and he fell in love with a werewolf. Because I can't not picture Samwise Gamgee as Frenchie. It's just sweet little baby Samwise. Just so happy to find his werewolf. Hello. Hello, Chloe. So glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. So you're reading The Wolf in White Van. I've never heard this. 75% through though. You're getting through that. 75%. Are you gonna finish tonight? How big is this book? Wolf in White Van. Oh, this cover's stunning. Oh yeah, you can finish this. I believe in you. That's 50 pages. You got this. Are you having a good time? This sounds really interesting. Never heard of this book. Very fun. I am and made a note in my TBR video about Catherine picking the book. Yeah, buddy. Hope it's good. I don't know that I have ever been misled by Catherine. I think that it's always a good time if Catherine's telling me to read it. I think we disagree on Ali Hazelwood as a whole. But that's a me problem and not a her problem. And I recognize that. Then I even want to say if it's not good, even if it's not good, we'll have a good time. Damn Skippy, Vanessa. You put so much faith in my picks because we believe in you and you haven't steered us wrong, Catherine. You've yet to steer me wrong. I can't tell you a single book that I've picked up at your recommendation that I've not enjoyed. So, of course, I have faith in you. Not reading. This is the last week of grad school for this term, and you needed some sprints for school. Yeah. Thank you. I am so glad to be able to be company for you. Having been through the grad school journey myself, I know sometimes you just need a little something to trick the brain into keeping focused when you need to focus. So I am honored to be part of your evening tonight, and I am so excited for you to be done with your term. How much longer do you have overall, though? Like, how many more terms do you have? This is exciting. Classic book club is always a dopamine boost. I rarely read the book, but I am almost always in the chat and I have a great time. I just wish that boost was earlier than my bedtime. Yeah. Blaming the West Coast girlies for the late start time. You're not on the West Coast, Catherine. You're on the East Coast now. So you're just up so late instead of the late start time. But yeah, most of you guys are over on that side of the continent. Probably won't finish it tonight because it's almost your bedtime, but you're enjoying it. It sounds really interesting. I've never heard of it before, but it sounds super, and the cover's gorgeous. I was on the stream when Catherine picked that book, and I was like, why does that badass on the cover look like you? Did Catherine pick a book that looks like her? Catherine told me the book in our chat because I keep forgetting to download it. I'm bad at remembering to download it. Oops. Oopsie. Okay. Where did you tell me about the book? Chat. Oh, Kiss of Seduction. Kiss of Seduction. By Ronnie Saber? That doesn't feel right. Is that right? No, this feels... Oh, she does have that Curly Queen energy. Curly Queen. Is this the right book, Catherine? Court of Chains story. This is a succubus story, and I'm very excited. Also, Catherine's like, yes, that one in our Instagram chat. Oh, Yeah. Ooh, I didn't realize it was Sapphic, Catherine. You're just bringing me all the gems right now. I'm very excited. 3 courses left. You'll be done at the end of June. That's incredible, Jen. I hope you're so excited. And then ready to move on to the next chapter after grad school, because that's a huge accomplishment and I'm so excited for you. It's going to be so much fun to be done. The roomies are on the West Coast. We have to start late. Otherwise, Mo will never join. That's fair. That's fair. And half the time she's joining from the office or like in the car. Was she in a gas station at one point recently in her car? She has brown curly hair. I wish I looked that badass. Forgot where I was. Hey, I love it. It's you've reached a certain level of friendship where you're having multiple conversations in different platforms. So that's just a friendship milestone. Catherine, diversifying this year. I love it. It's a little sapphic, a little demonic. It looks a little darker. I've been in the field working for almost 20 years, so really just doing it for me, but still proud to be done. Hey, you have every right to be proud of this accomplishment, no matter how long you've been in your career. I also have to give you massive kudos. I did grad school right after undergrad because I knew that once I went into the workforce, the likelihood that I was going to go back for more education was just going to continue. That was just going to like tank. So I just knocked it all out. So I give you so much kudos for taking the time out after you've already just gotten into the grind to do this for you. That's really incredible. Cheers for Jen, because I couldn't have done it. I had to just trick myself by just staying in school forever. Yeah, go Jen. Hell yeah. I'm very excited for you. June, that's like around the corner with how fast things are going this year. I'm a little terrified by that, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay. What do we think? Another sprint? I know we haven't been chitty-chatting all that much, but I also know that I'm not staying up till midnight tonight, so we only have time to read. I think time to read. Well, time for me to check on the things you sent me and then read. So you need to read, Catherine. I believe in you. And I need to read. Okay, an hour, guys. Another hour. Do we want to do 45? What's the vibe? Me? Read? Now? Okay, Jayla. Reader and concept only. 45? Okay. You pick that just because I don't have a ticker for it and I have to make one. I see you. No, stop it. Sorry. My mouse pad tracker thingy is being a little jerk. Okay, see you guys in 45. Hello. Welcome back. How did you do? I was messaging Catherine for the first part of that sprint, but I got to page 276, so I only have like 12 pages left. Yeah. No, I have 11 whole pages left. Oopsie. After that, I'm gonna make my TBR for March. I know that that's what Catherine was doing that sprint instead of reading. I'm not like judging you. I'm just saying you were working on other stuff. I was chatting with you instead of reading. If I had not been talking orky to you, I probably would have finished. If I wasn't talking monster romances. You don't actually know how to read. You're not Jayla. I believe in you. You know how to read. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it copiously. By the way, speaking of, have you read more Ice Planets? Are you still in the 40s? I'm curious. I feel like every time I look up, you're suddenly like 10 more books deep into Ice Planets. 53% in and made some garlic bread. That sounds amazing. I'm jealous. I had leftovers for dinner and it was really boring. But I did stop to try to replenish my gardening water. And the store didn't have any. But next door there was a Nothing Bundt cake, and I got 2 Nothing Bundt cakes. So I think in the next sprint I'm gonna have some cake. Didn't read any ice plants this month. March, you're back, baby. I mean, I feel like your March plans are made for things like ice planets. And frankly, whatever this book series is called, something chaos, right? It's something chaos. Cosmic chaos. I knew it. Cosmic chaos. Yeah, still 100% recommending this to anyone who's interested. And I will be bringing this to my friend/boss's office tomorrow, just to give her a giggle for the weekend. Also, I feel like this was a bad choice of bookmark for the smut book, because now we've got cute animal companions along with funny, horny lions. My reindeer readathon bookmark from 2 years ago. So, Desi at 53% in. Did anybody else read? I know Vanessa left us because it's past her bedtime. Catherine didn't read anything this sprint because she doesn't know how to read. But Ice Planets are coming up next. And everybody, stay tuned to Catherine's Instagram tomorrow to find out what her plans are for March and my plans for March. It's going to be great. I'm very excited. So next sprint, I'm going to finish this and then plot out my March TBR. Wahaha. I'm very excited. Wait, question. Is there any sword crossing in this book? I'm trying to figure out where you are. Like, yes. Yes. It is definitely poly, but at this point, I don't feel like if you took her out of the equation, they would still be down, if that makes sense. But like, since she's in the equation, they're just all in a happy little pile. Are the boyfriends? As I had to kind of think about it, like they get some hanky panky, like all the hanky panky is together, and some of the hanky panky involves the boys doing boy things. But again, if you took her out of the equation, I don't know that the boys would be boyfriends. Which kind of reminds me of kind of reminds me a little bit of, there was one of the like pairings in Deceived by the Gargoyles where like they did it, but they weren't like into it, or not into it, but like they could take or leave their own physical relationship. I would say, I think that they're having a good time, but if she wasn't part of the party, they wouldn't be as interested. But they do dance in the devil's tango there. I'm reading Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I hope you're enjoying it, Lily. And welcome. How far are you? And are you having a good time as I'm talking about a devil's triangle? Do they give each other a little smooch? They do. They did give each other a little smooch. I'm hoping that they give each other a little smooch in this last little bit. I want to see them be a little bit more boyfriendy. Okay, I get what you're saying. That's fine. It could have been more poly for me, but it's more poly than a white shoes, and so I'm happy because like I white shoes are fine. I just like it when everybody kisses. I like them all to kiss. Like Three Swedish Mountain Men would have been so much better if everybody kissed. All of them. Oh, Jean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna guess that the election results are coming in. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, Canada. 100 pages in and loving it. Yay. I'm so glad, Lily. Good reading on a Thursday night. I got 10% of Zodiac Academy, 8.5 read. Oh my gosh. I read that as 2 sentences, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what are you doing? Got 10% of Zodiac Academy, 8.5, and it was useless. Oh, I'm sorry. 2/3 of the way through the financial spreadsheet assignment. Oh, you're speaking my language, Jen. I love a spreadsheet. I love a complicated formula. I love discovering new functions. I'm so excited for you. Snack and coffee sounds like the way to go, though. But what snack? Because if it's like, is it a coffee appropriate snack, or does it need to be with a different type of beverage? What's the vibe? Parent Trap did not work. Switched to Frozen. Wow, that's a jump. I'm gonna admit something. Frozen was fine. I'd already watched Wicked 4 times in the theater, like in the like live theater by the time I watched Frozen, and I was like, "Ooh, look, it's cold Wicked." Um so I guess I just didn't vibe with it. I liked Brave better. I'm not gonna lie. I liked Brave better. Um and I'll never forgive Coco for the emotional journey that it took me on. You win Best Award, really entertaining. Okay. I'm I'm glad to be entertaining. Thank you, Pete. I'm glad you're here. Are you reading with us, or am I just getting awards? I love this. I've never gotten an award in a stream before. I appreciate it. Happy Musical, and that's available on Disney Plus. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, you know what would be fun, Jean? Okay. Hear me out. What would be more fun right now in our current political climate globally than a movie about a mail order witch who defeats the Nazis with magic? And they sing and they dance with cartoon fish. And it's available on Disney Plus. And I am of course talking about the true classic of Bedknobs and Broomsticks, where Angela Lansbury plays a woman out in the country who is trying to learn magic through a mail order con man, but she actually learns magic and she uses that to defeat the Nazis with self-propelling suits of armor. It's one of my favorite childhood movies that hilariously I was not allowed to watch. I was allowed to watch it, and then my dad figured out it was about witches, and then I wasn't allowed to watch it anymore. And it was the very first thing that I watched on Disney Plus when it launched, like on launch day for Disney Plus. I didn't even start with The World According to Jeff Goldblum or The Mandalorian. I started with Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Top tier live action Disney musical. Just that's my 2 cents. I think it's amazing. Are you trying to sell me on WandaVision again? I will always try to sell you on WandaVision. However, WandaVision is not the happy time that you need right now. WandaVision is soul crushing and beautiful in a lot of ways, but I'm trying to sell you on Angela Lansbury as a World War II era witch. And she sings and she dances And her love interest in the movie is the same guy who plays the father in Mary Poppins. And it's a lovely time. And her name is Eglantine. Whose name is Eglantine? I don't believe it's a real name, but I love it very much. But no, this is not the time for WandaVision for you. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Now is the time for punching Nazis, and Angela Lansbury's gonna punch Nazis for you. That's my 2 cents. For anybody who's never seen that movie, it's amazing. And I think I had a friend who like went. I have a few friends who are also big Bed Knobs and Broomsticks fans, and I had one who like aggressively tracked down the Loungefly backpack that they did for Bed Knobs and Broomsticks for the anniversary. And like she doesn't carry a purse generally, so it was really funny when she became determined to get this Loungefly backpack. Bedknobs and Broomsticks never hit. Oh, I loved Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I will get Portobello Road from Bedknobs and Broomsticks stuck in my head at random. Like my whole life, it just will pop in. It'll be like, "Hi, remember this sweet little song about vintage shopping at a flea market? Enjoy." I'm aggressively millennial sometimes. I'm so sorry. But Beauty and the Beast is a good one. Beauty and the Beast is always a good choice. Also, Angela Lansbury. Really, the answer is Angela Lansbury. You need some Murder, She Wrote. You need some Beauty and the Beast. Maybe you might even need a Sweeney Todd stage production because that's where Angela Lansbury is. You've got options. Oh, I loved her. Or also a live action musical that I loved as a child, The Harvey Girls, where Angela Lansbury played a burlesque performer in the Wild Wild West opposite Judy Garland, who worked at a highfalutin restaurant off of a train track. And they were both after the same man. So Angela Lansbury and Judy Garland in a love triangle. Do I remember the man? No. I have no idea who that actor is, but I remember Judy Garland and Angela Lansbury both falling in love with the same man. Yeah, Angela Lansbury might be just the ticket, just the thing you need to make life better. I haven't watched the Harvey Girls since I was a kid. But man, did I love it. Screenplay, story. Who's the stars? Starring Judy Garland, John Hodiak. John Hodiak. Ray Bolger. No wonder I didn't remember any of the men in this movie. But if you've ever heard Judy Garland sing on the At the Santa Pica and the Santa Fe, it comes from the Harvey Girls. But yeah. Hi, I have old parents and I loved musicals, and so I watched a lot of old musicals as a kid. But Harvey Girls, underrated classic. I'm also a deep fan of The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, not a musical, but an incredible old romance movie starring Rex Harrison as the ghost of a sea captain who haunts a widow and her little girl after she moves into his house and they end up falling in love. I thought it was the greatest thing when I was a kid. Anyway, so Jean was still reading 8.5. Lily's reading Riley Sager. Catherine is not reading because she doesn't remember how to read. Desi's reading a book I can't remember, but you made it to 53% in. Where's Desi's book? Desi, where'd you go? Oh, wait. Oh, 1% of You. which you're having a good time with. I remember you said you liked that one. So what do we think? We have it in us for another sprint because I have 10 pages left to read. And now I want to go check on elections in Canada. I'm sorry, Jean. Another little cheeky 45. What do we feel? Sound exciting? Titillating? Yes, 1% of you. Some days I feel like there's only 1% of me to give, Desi. So this makes sense. Judy's one of my favorites. Oh, Summer Stock is good. Yeah. Gene Kelly kind of reminds me of my mom's dad. So whenever I miss him, I watch a Gene Kelly movie. So I watch my mom's dad reminds me of Gene Kelly. So I watch Gene Kelly movies when I miss him. And when I miss her mother, my Nana, I watch The Birdcage, starring Nathan Lane and Robin Williams, because Nathan Lane must have studied my Nana. He must have studied her for months in order to impersonate her so well. He dressed like her. He spoke like her. He reacted and moved like her. And she was still alive when this movie came out. And I even remember having a conversation with her about how much he reminded me of her, and she just thought it was darling. But yeah, I always watch that when I miss my Nana. That and Close Encounter of a Third Kind, but the reason for that is very spoilery for the movie, so I won't say. But speaking of The Birdcage, what on earth is happening in this Gene Hackman story? What is going on? Every time I get more news about what happened and what was found this morning, the weirder it gets. The photos of him at 95 don't look like him. I'm so confused. So confused. And they were partially mummified, and they think that they might have been dead for a couple of weeks. And why is only one of the pets dead and both of the humans? It couldn't have been a gas leak if not all the living things were dead. I'm deeply confused by what is happening with the Gene Hackman story right now. And also sad because Gene Hackman was a pretty cool guy, but he was 95. Or he was a good actor. I don't know if he was a cool guy. I know nothing about him as a human. I'll probably finish tonight. You can do this, Desi. I believe in you. Ended up having a guava and pineapple empanada. Ooh. What is the Post Malone poppy flavor? I didn't realize Posty had a poppy. Although Poppy has been deep into the celebrity marketing around the Super Bowl, and they've gotten a lot of weird flack for it. So Post Malone having his own poppy flavor kind of makes sense with their marketing strategies as they're moving. Oh, he's also an investor. Apparently, Post Malone is now an investor in Poppy, and his flavor is a wild berry. Is it good, Jen? I tend to drink more Olipop than Poppy, because I really like Olipop's apple, which I also can't find in stores, and I have to order it in bulk. Huh. I have to order it in a big pack. Watched a lot of musicals as kids. We all do. Still have the DVD of The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, even though I don't own a DVD player. I mean, I still have my DVD player because one of my favorite movies, I have a few favorites, but one of my favorite movies of all time has never been streaming. I don't know that it's ever streamed on anything, and they don't even really sell the DVD anymore. So when I want to watch it, I have to watch it on DVD. So I don't even know if they put it on Blu-ray. It's Drop Dead Gorgeous with Kirsten Dunst, Kirstie Alley, Ellen Barkin, Allison Janney, Brittany Murphy, Amy Adams, uh, Adam West, and the list goes on and on. Will Sasso. It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing, dark, fucked up movie, and I love it so much. Oh, you told the kids in elementary school you were named after Gene Kelly. But were you? Or did you just tell people that, Gene? You met Nathan Lane. Was he lovely? He seems like he would be lovely. Or chaotic. Lovely and chaotic, maybe. But yeah, he reminds me of my Nana. And what I find very interesting is that he had not actually publicly come out when he filmed The Birdcage. And he's spoken publicly about that period of time and how Robin Williams protected him in interviews because he wasn't ready to just publicly say it. And so when the question would come up, Robin would distract the interviewers and make sure that Nathan didn't feel like he had to answer. Robin just seemed like such a kind friend in the way people talk about him. Okay. Gene, you're going to have to tell me the story about meeting Nathan Lane. I want to hear about it because I'm jealous. But I think we're going to do another little sprint somewhere between what do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to do this. Yeah, we're going to do a 52-minute sprint. Okay, guys. See you in a bit. Hello. Welcome back. I'm probably going to say that was our last sprint, even though I didn't warn you. Unless you want to try to talk me into one more, but it's been a long week. I finished my book. I've started working on my TBR for March. I'm kind of excited about some of the options that I've put on it. I'm not going to lie. So how about you guys? How did you do? Did you get far? I finished. I would say that this was probably like a 4.5. I would have, but I am rating it a 5 on Goodreads. It's like the thing that would have made it like a 100% like 5-star is if I could have removed any one of the partners and they still would have kissed, because that's a mark for my poly energy in books. But I had a really great time. I definitely recommend this to anybody. It was so fun. I think if you are wanting to explore alien romances, if you are wanting to explore nodding, if you are wanting to explore some poly and you just want a goofy, funny time, this has all of that. Plus some really interesting conversations around the free labor of internships, scientific research, and the power of chocolate. Definitely laughed out loud a few times reading this, and I had a great time. I can't wait for Catherine to finish it. But I am definitely dropping this off for my friend tomorrow. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to read next, because I have so many options. And it's this one I've already started, so I really should be reading this one. I just don't know that I can finish it tomorrow before March starts. So get some rest and we'll catch the next one. Can't wait to see what's on the TBR. I'm excited. It's gonna be a goofy time. It's gonna be a little unhinged. And it has nothing to do with a taste test vlog I'm literally in the middle of. So someday I'll finish that one. My hair might be like 6 different colors over the course of it, depending on how long it takes me to film it. But you know what? I'm enjoying it. So trying to get back into filming actual content and not just reading sprints, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's been a hard fought journey to get back into any sort of content creation after last year. 70% of your book. How are you liking it? You still enjoying it? This is that 1% of you, right? I hope that you're having a really good time. I think Catherine's probably in bed, but I'm going to be sending you some thoughts later, Catherine, and I hope that you finish this book so we can share thoughts. Anyway, amazing. I honestly, I love a book where you know before it's even over how bereft you're going to be when it's over. You know, there's something really special about knowing how much you're going to miss a book. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. But I'm so excited for you. It sounds like it's been a great time, a great choice. But does anybody have any fun plans for March? Like what are your reading goals? Are you participating in any readathons? What are the vibes? What are you thinking? Planning? Plotting? Or is it just going to be Mood Read Central? Because frankly, many a month just needs to be Mood Read Central for me. The best laid plans of Mice and Men usually ends up with me not reading a TBR anyway. So we'll see how well I stick to this one. I it is going to be tied to a readathon for the month. That'll get announced tomorrow. But I tend to do better when I build a TBR specifically for a readathon, because I like things that are gamified, and it makes my little ADHD dopamine brain go brrr. Doing Realmathon and Thick Thighs. I saw Thick Thighs on, was it Sasha's channel? She was talking about Thick Thighs. I haven't looked into it too much, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the title. My interest is piqued. I'm curious. I would like to know more, so I need to get more into that. Doing the Mel Reed's Readathon. And you're going to a signing for Oathbound. That'll be exciting. I love a good book signing moment, and I know everybody's been waiting so long for this title in particular. I haven't even started the series because I didn't want to start it until it was over. I got burned by too many series that just petered out on me. So I tend to not start too many incomplete series if I can help it. Sometimes I just can't help it. I just gotta go. But that's exciting. So Realmathon is what is Mel's Readathon? Is it also no, Realmathon's something different, right? I've never participated in Realmathon. Realmathon. Is it the same thing? Oh, it's covers by Cassidy. No, so it's not. No, not the same thing. I'm getting myself all confused. Well, I hope that you guys enjoy the crap out of all three of these. I definitely need to check out Thick Thighs because that one seems very interesting to me. I believe I've seen things on Sasha's channel, but if I need to be looking somewhere else, let a girl know, so that I don't make a fool out of myself. Thick Thighs Readathon. Yes, it was on Sasha's. Look at me go. I'm proud of me. I had a readathon with Mel. No, it's for her Patreon members, the Citadel. That makes sense. That's why I'm not tracking it. Well, I hope you guys have a great time. I love a Patreon readathon moment. The roomies are gearing up. That's another one I'm doing in their Patreon is for their anniversary for their Patreon every year. They do a slumber party readathon. That's coming up. So I'm excited for that one. I read like 4 books in a weekend last time. And it was just a fun, goofy little time. We had a little movie watch party. They sent everybody friendship bracelets, which was really cute. And it's like self-care mixed with reading prompts. And then Steph from Stephanie Bookish does a few like weekend-long readathons in her Patreon too, which I really like. I like the Patreon content. Couldn't be me. They do so much for their Patreons, and I appreciate it so much. But they dedicate a lot of time to both general audiences and Patreon, and we appreciate them very much for it. But I think I'm starting to get a little slap happy. Like I said, it's been a very long week. So I'm going to let you guys go after 3 sprints tonight. But if you enjoyed this and you want to catch another sprint, I am so sorry to say that you're probably going to have to subscribe because I never warn anybody. I like today it was 30 minutes notice. I will post with as much notice as I can on my Instagram and on YouTube, but really it's less planned and more vibes when I get on sprints. But I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with me. This has been an absolute pleasure. I hope that you have some great reading tonight and into the weekend. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.